Dear members, welcome to our first session. I'm going to walk through today what is blockchain. Stay connected. I'll be using very simple terminologies which you can understand better. In case of any clarification, you can always write into the comment box or you can post your queries into our Telegram channel. Let's get into today's subject about blockchain. What is block? What is chain? So we're going to see most of detailed concept today. So before I get into a blockchain technology, I would like to share few pointers on cloud technology. So before we get into more on the blockchain, it is more important for us to understand what cloud storage is all about. So few people might be even new to the cloud storage. It's been about 20 years, 25 years now. The cloud storage is quite familiar in the market. Most of the technologies and most of the software industries, most of the mobile phone industry, everybody started using cloud storage. Even today, I see most of the professionals are not utilizing the cloud storage. Now, what cloud storage is all about? Let's understand. Okay, so cloud storage is globally, it has been recognized in late 90s. Okay, however, it got most of the time popular between the year 2008 2009. You know that the IBM was the first to launch its cloud storage data center for a small and business vendors in India. So in that moment, the problem was addressed was to avoid pen drive, hard drive, using DVDs or CDs, fear of laptops and desktop format data loss. So now if you know that most of the time you carry your pen drive or hard drive all the time, or wherever you want to go, you need to copy your DVDs or CDs, or you have a most of people have a fear what happens if your laptop or a desktop get formatted or into virus collapse malware attack on your system, your entire data will get lost. So these are the problem was addressed by the cloud storage. The popular cloud storage are OneDrive, Google Drive, iCloud, AWS, Amazon. Now, why is that I'm talking about a cloud storage instead of a blockchain? Because I wanted to set an example one which you understand better. From there, I will start connecting the point towards a blockchain. Blockchain is a new concept. However, it is more 10 step ahead than the current cloud storage. Now let's understand the difference between the cloud storage versus the blockchain, right? So now what is a blockchain? So blockchain is nothing but a 10 step ahead than a cloud computing. The blockchain is complete storage area where the data are completely encrypted. Okay, you cannot modify or no one can read the data as you want because it is completely an encrypted data along with the hashes. Now, blockchain is normally called a digital ledger. So I'm using all technical jargons terms. Do not be worried. I'll be taking you a simple term going forward with an example so that you understand things more better. So let's understand the blockchain is nothing but it's an record ledger which cannot be irreversible, I would say rather, whereas the data in the cloud computing is changeable. Any data you store in the cloud storage, it can be changeable, but any data stored in the blockchain cannot be changeable. Okay, so to be precise, the blockchain avoids data tampering without relying on a recognized third party or a centralized authority, whereas the cloud does not guarantee full security or a sealed data. The term itself is clear that cloud technology is now becoming completely outdated, but still you people are using it for a storage purpose. So for a storage purpose, people are currently using cloud technology. As in when the years goes on, the people will be converting themselves towards a blockchain technology. Okay, so this is a quite difference. You might have understood uh, the what is a blockchain technology and what is a cloud technology based on the storage performance, right? So now getting more in depth of understanding what blockchain technology is. So many of the people have a myth that cryptocurrency is a blockchain technology. No, blockchain is a technology behind cryptocurrency. Blockchain can make products for all industry, just like a software which you currently use. Assuming you are into textile industry, you are into automotive industry, you are into healthcare industry, you are in insurance industry, every industry can get connected to the blockchain today. Okay, it's not about cryptocurrency, it's about transparency, and the safest and smarter and reliable technology is called a blockchain technology, right? So that's the highly convincible uh, word which I would say that it is smarter and reliable than any normal software. Okay. Okay. So this is what the normal technology is about. So let's understand uh, how does the blockchain ledger is getting connected. So if you can see these other ledger blocks, okay, so these are the blocks has a data inside. These are all called ledger entries, transaction hashes, and this is the nodes which are getting connected to the blocks. Okay, so every blocks are connected in a some or the other way to either of the blocks. So which means anything which is if you try to copy any of the data from one ledger, that has to be remodified in all other ledgers. Okay, it looks little complicated to get into, but the simplest term is to understand is look into this example. Now, assuming I am giving you, you can see that there are four friends here. Okay, so these four friends holds a passbook of a one bank account. So I'm keeping a bank account because it is easy to understand, right? So each four members having the same passbook, matlab one bank account, four members holding same passbook. So passbook one, passbook two, passbook three, passbook four, right? So if passbook has 100 rupees balance, then passbook two will also have 100 rupees, three will also have 100, P4 will also have 100. If I say P1 has 80 rupees balance and P2, P3, P4 will have 100 rupees, will you agree with me or not? Absolutely not. When the passbook is same, the entry should also be same. If anything is being modified in one passbook, that has to be modified in all other passbooks. Okay, so that's what the blockchain technology is all about. If you have, if you're trying to do one transaction in this, you have to modify that transaction in that will keep checking in all other ledgers. If all ledger matches the transaction, then the blockchain technology will approve for the new one, or else it will stop the transaction. That is why it is said that blockchain is very safest and you can reduce the fraud in the transaction. That is why it is called a very safest mode of technology which is getting implemented today in the market. Now, with this example, I also would like to know now these four friends is called ledger. Okay, these four friends are called ledger, and they are connected to each other. This is called server nodes, computer connected to each other. So they cannot be splitted. So if now anybody wanted to do a fraudulent transaction, assuming somebody says that there was a fraud happened, if the block it is a blockchain used, and if somebody say there is a fraud happened, which is highly impossible, it can be done through a hacking. That is also not possible if somebody is doing a hacking, which can be easily identifiable. How it is identifiable, I will give you an example in the next slide. Now, understanding a blockchain example with a 100-page book. Assuming you have a 100-page book, okay? So each book page is specified with a page number, okay? So the content which is there in the page is called blocks, okay? Where the data is being recorded on each page, and each page all are being equivalently important, as it is called a kind of an agreement, right? So that is called a blocks and chain. All pages are connected to each other. That is why it is called chain. So what is a chain? Chain refers as connecting to each other. So every pages are connected to each other. Now what happens if I tear, assuming there is a 100-page book, assuming if I tear the 45th page between this chain, so can one not able to identify Where is the problem? It is easily identifiable. Yes, there is a page missing. So that is where it is called blockchain is highly transparent, highly safe. In case of any malpractice is being done, it is easily identifiable only in the blockchain technology, right? So I'm trying to give you a very simple answer. If I start giving you more in-depth understanding, you will get confused. So as of now, you just understand the concept. It is most important. So blockchain is a technology which is used for smarter and reliable sources. So any industry can use this blockchain technology. So anybody says anybody is using a blockchain technology on their platform, then you should know that is very safe and very useful. Now let's understand in India, which are the people are started using a blockchain? Is it only what I am trying to tell you something? Is there any industry is trying to use that software as of now? Now, if you look at Indian banks are leveraging blockchain technology. If you can see 15 banks, including 11 private sector banks, 4 PSBs have formed the Indian Banks Blocks Infrastructure Co-Plan to initiate step to incorporate blockchain technology, which means banking sector is already implemented the blockchain technology because it has that kind of a safest and reliable option for the customers as well as for the banks. So you know there are a lot of frauds happen in the banking transaction. This transaction has to be safeguarded. Somebody should be responsible for what is happening in the bank. Hence the blockchain is the only option which people or the industry look at. So hence it is getting implemented in the banking sector. Now if you look at, it is also getting implemented in the healthcare sector. Also, it is, if you can look at, it is also getting implemented in automotive industry. It is also getting implemented in the innovations of complete software development usage. For anything in any sector, blockchain is going to rule the market very, very soon. So you have to understand the blockchain, how it's going to work. So I tried giving you the maximum opportunity to understand. If you have any questions regarding this, you can post in the Telegram group or you can put in the comment box. I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining. Let's look at the next content. Will be very soon. I'll be updating. Stay connected. Thank you very much.